One with titanium? Switch to Verizon. You can trade in any iPhone and get the new iPhone 15 Pro on them.
It's your last chance to trade in any iPhone for a new iPhone 15 Pro on us, only on Verizon.
If you're making a to-do list today, make it easy on yourself. Just write down Reese's, then write down eat them, and then you're kind of done for the day.
Your go-to leggings. One yogurty smear. 6 sweaty miles to nowhere. Arm & Hammer plus OxyClean with odor blasters. Triple power action blasts away stains and obliterates odors. For long-lasting freshness that's priced right. More power to you.
With the Sonic 2 for $7 deal, you can choose from 3 delicious favorites for only $7. A Sonic cheeseburger, chicken sandwich, or a foot-long chili cheese coney. It might be the greatest pairing since cherry and limeade. Sonic 2 for $7 deal.
Start your day with Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Get help reaching your goals with JP Morgan Wealth Plan, the digital money coach in the Chase mobile app. Use it to set and track your goals, big and small, and see how changes you make today could help put them within reach. From your first big move to retiring poolside and the other goals along the way, Wealth Plan can help you get there. JP Morgan Wealth Management.
For my best skin, it's Olay. Better than a basic moisturizer, Olay starts working day 1. In 1 month, skin looks up to 10 years younger. In 1 jar, Olay visibly smooths and evens tone. Your best skin yet. Olay.
P&G.
Colbert's got Senator John Fetterman tonight on CBS.
We've had 2 large explosions near the finish line of the Boston Marathon. It's just a scene of horrible destruction.
People were very, very scared. They didn't know what was going to happen next.
We need assistance immediately.
This is bigger than you think it is. This isn't the end.
Check your cameras. Trust only the best. Protect your family, home, or business with 24/7 armed response.
Perimeter secure.
Remember, AmeriGuards it.
The CBS 47 studio is sponsored by Epic Nights at Table Mountain Casino Resort. This is Murrow and Emmy Award-winning CBS 47 Eyewitness News at 11.
Free Palestine! Free.
First at 11, a vocal crowd tonight near River Park in Fresno. Protesters calling for an end to Israeli airstrikes on the Gaza Strip. The intersection near River Park has been the scene of demonstrations now for several days.
CBS 47's Juanita Adame with the executive director of this Islamic Cultural Center of Fresno at tonight's demonstration.
Hundreds of protesters with one message. Stop the violence and free Palestine.
So we're going to gather out here. We're going to get a couple hundred people to stand on these streets on Blackstone and Nice.
Reza Nekumanesh is the executive director of the Islamic Cultural Center in Fresno.
We're in the midst of a series of war crimes. It's not new. There's been a long line of war crimes since 1948, but right now we're in the thick of it. So we're gathering today to raise those voices.
He said the recent attacks on a hospital in Palestine,
the violence against men, women, and children that were in a hospital, that were in schools, that were just trying to live their life,
as well as the thousands of lives lost in the last few weeks alone, was uncalled for.
They're unwilling to call out the war crime that was committed on the people of Gaza when they were told to leave south, leave the north and go south. When they did, they were attacked.
Nekumanesh was joined by hundreds of protesters of all cultural and religious backgrounds, protesting what they say is a war on humanity.
The deafening silence of our politicians who were quick to call out actions of some, but are unwilling to call out state-sponsored and centered violence against the Palestinian body.
Reporting in Fresno, Juanita Adame, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
We have the latest on the Israel-Hamas conflict. President Biden is on his way to Israel to show support and address the growing humanitarian crisis. This comes as the Palestinian Health Ministry says a massive blast killed hundreds of people at the Gaza City hospital filled with wounded and others seeking shelter. Israelis and Palestinians are blaming each other for the explosion. There are also fears that a new front could erupt along Israel's northern border with Lebanon. For continuing coverage of Israel-Hamas conflict, be sure to stay with us on Eyewitness News on air and online at yourcentralvalley.com.
Another warm day across the valley today with temperatures climbing into the mid-80s. We're going to get even warmer tomorrow, and by Thursday, everyone's going to be in the 90s and will be challenging record highs. Let's give you a look outside with our Table Mountain Sky Valley Cam Network. This will be a time lapse from our CBS 47 studio camera. Sunshine across the valley and in the Sierra today, and we are still clear as we head into tonight. 69 right now, Fresno, 63 if you are in Hanford, 60 in Madera right now, 57 in Mariposa. We do have 50s on the way tonight for our lows. 6 o'clock tomorrow morning will be at 60, 9 a.m. 65, upper 70s by noon, and then expect to top out tomorrow afternoon, upper 80s for most of you. I will talk about us challenging those records by the end of the week in your pinpoint weather forecast coming up. First, we'll send it back to Jennifer and Brian.
The company behind the illegal medical lab in Reedley has filed a claim against both the city of Reedley and the Fresno County government.
Universal Meditech is demanding $80 million, saying that the city and the county unlawfully destroyed its property and caused its company economic harm. CBS 47's Catherine Phillips reports.
Yeah, I did. The claim Universal Meditech submitted to the city of Reedley and the county government was really detailed, even down to the exact number of mice they say the government disposed of. Still, at the end of the day, both the county and the city say the claim has absolutely no merit.
There is nothing to this claim. And in fact, if this is an intimidation tactic by UMI, it will not work. The city of Reedley will not be intimidated.
After not hearing from the owners of the illegal medical lab for months, the city of Reedley and the county of Fresno both received similar claims from Universal Meditech, the company behind the now shut down warehouse lab on I Street in Reedley. Reedley City Manager Nicole Ziba says they just sent Universal Meditech an invoice to cover the cost of clearing out and disposing of the hazardous viruses, lab mice, and other medical tests found in the lab.
Coincidentally, we sent that out last Friday to them, and that's a claim for $310,000. It cost us that much to date to abate their illegal lab.
Ziba says they received a claim for $30 million, and the county's public information officer says they received one for $50 million. Both say the claim should be dismissed, and they followed legal court orders when it came to disposing what was found on the property. The claim documents break down specific costs, like asking for $10 million for a specific type of genetically engineered bacteria, another $10 million for genetically engineered virus strains, and even details the cost of each genetically engineered lab mouse used for experimentation, saying some of the mice they had cost them $50 plus shipping, valuing the mice at over $7,000. Still, Ziba says it doesn't matter.
It all seems inflated to me, although frankly, because the claim is fully without merit, the number in and of itself is not concerning to me. This is a meritless claim that the city will deny.
Ziba says a claim like this one is usually a precursor to a lawsuit, and this claim itself is not one. In November, if the claim isn't withdrawn by then, city staff will ask the council to formally dismiss the claim. Reporting in the studio, Catherine Phillips, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Tonight, Rosalind Roz Clark is being remembered for her years of service to the city of Fresno. Roz and her late husband, Fred, were instrumental in the founding of the local chapter of the Fresno Police and Neighborhood Watch program, serving as its president for 40 years. She passed away peacefully in Fresno after a brief illness at 89 years old.
She was just an icon. She did so many things, and so it's humbling to follow her. She was always in relief efforts with CERT and the Red Cross. There was no stone unturned for her when it came to helping the community.
Mayor Jerry Dyer posted a statement about her death on social media, saying in part, "My heart is saddened over the loss of Roz Clark, a true neighborhood champion, law enforcement supporter, and trusted friend."
An attorney for a Fresno City College instructor and coach accused of making threats is denying the allegations tonight. Ed Maddock is facing 2 felony counts for making alleged threats against students and college officials. College police say that Maddock compared bullet points in a PowerPoint presentation as bullets flying towards students. Tonight, Maddock's attorney sent Eyewitness News a statement that says, in part, quote, Mr. Maddock had taught at least 5 classes on campus. The school took no action for 7 days. That fact alone casts doubt on these allegations, end quote. You can read the full statement right now on our website, yourcentralvalley.com.
Some members of the Fresno City Council are trying to snuff out hundreds of smoke shops. CBS 47's Ben Morris has a look at an ordinance that would crack down on criminal activity that some say comes from shops all around the city.
In 3 years, this unregulated retail storefronts grew by 900% just in District 3 alone. Our goal with this ordinance is to reduce the unproductive and detrimental smoke shops in our city by 70%.
At a press conference Tuesday morning, Council members Miguel Arias, Nelson Esparza, and Council Vice President Annalisa Perea introduced a new smoke shop ordinance to stop so-called loophole shops that council members say classifies these businesses as grocery stores.
By setting up a cart of chips and sodas can fulfill the description.
As of now, officials say there are hundreds of shops like this operating within the city. Stores that are allowed to stay in business would also have to get rid of window glazing, advertising visible from the outdoors, and have to operate surveillance equipment. The ordinance would limit the number of shops to only 2 per district, a total of 14 citywide.
We've seen human trafficking, we've seen online gambling, we've seen drug paraphernalia and drug sales, a lot of calls for service, so a bad use is far worse than an empty building that could be used for a better use in the neighborhood.
Hours of operation would be cut and no loitering would be permitted. No shops would be allowed within 1,000 feet of sensitive areas like schools or parks. One business owner in the Tower District says that since 2 smoke shops popped up right next to her business, she's had nothing but trouble. Ben Morris, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
In the South Valley, 2 young girls died in a house fire in Tulare County. The fire happened around 4 o'clock this morning on Bruce and Guthrie Drive in Strathmore. 7 people live inside that home. 4 others were injured. A desperate mom turned to a neighbor for help when the flames started to quickly spread.
When I woke up, the mother was already here in front of my house with her son of 13 years, and she told me, "Fire in my house." I brought out a chair for the woman, and we gave her some water, and she relaxed a little bit. She was yelling, "My kids, my kids, my kids," and "My husband, my husband, my husband."
Our Esteban Reynoso translating for us tonight. Tonight, mom, dad, 2 others in critical condition. A GoFundMe page has been set up to help the family. You'll find the link to the story on our website. That bear. Detectives tried to clue to the suspect's home. Police said that they found there a ghost gun, a ballistic vest, and meth. The suspect was arrested on several felonies.
Are you ready for the big one? The Great California Shakeout Tour continues to make its way across the state. The earthquake simulator was set up downtown Los Angeles today, showing the impact of what a major quake is like while promoting the MayShake app.
Download the MyShake app and give you up to 30 seconds of notification before you feel the shaking from an earthquake. And, we all have tons of apps on our phones for sports and entertainment, but very few, if any, can actually save your life. And so that's what the MyShake app could potentially do.
This Thursday,
Sunday, 76. A breezy day. Monday and Tuesday, even cooler. We drop to the low 70s. In the Sierra, we'll stick with the 70s through Friday. Saturday, 60s. And then starting Sunday, temperatures will be dropping through the 50s. So quite the roller coaster over the next couple days. We're going from record high temperatures all the way back to the low 70s. A 20-degree drop in just a couple of days. So big changes on the way.
And it seems like this time around our highs are a little higher, but the low dips are a little bit lower.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you're ready.
I'm ready for fall. Thanks, Lauren. New at 11, after years of drought, some California farmers are planting agave. It's used to make sweeteners along with tequila and mezcal. Researchers with the University of California are calling it an emerging and low water crop. They're sharing guidelines and research for growers interested in growing the crop here in California.
Coming up next in sports, the Bulldogs may have found a new weapon against Utah State, and his quarterback isn't surprised about it. Scott Bemis with the story next in Sports Central.
Listen to what Jacqueline has to say about Berg injury lawyers.
They know what they're talking about. They know what they're doing. They have a lot of experience. They're very friendly, considerate, caring. They said, don't worry, we're going to help you. I would trust them with my life.
At Berg Injury Lawyers, we help people like Jacqueline every day. If you've been injured, give us a call.
All around us, events unfolding. Start your day with breaking news from the break of dawn to prepare you for the day ahead. Investigative journalism, pinpoint weather on Eyewitness News this morning. Brian Dorman and Catherine Herr, award-winning investigative journalists with Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace. Weekdays starting at 4 p.m. The Emmy Award-winning CBS 47 Eyewitness News team. Table Mountain Sky brings you the CBS 47 Valley Cam Network. Keep an eye on the Central Valley with live, unparalleled views of your community. Witness what's unfolding around the valley. Stay informed, stay connected with the Valley Cam Network, presented by Table Mountain Sky.
Join the 5th Annual Combat Veterans Motorcycle Run, Saturday, November 4th.
Hi, this is attorney Shervin Lalazari. This truck swerved and hit me and my wife. The truck was driving way too fast. I'm so sorry to hear that. Were either of you hurt? I'm a little scratched up, but my wife is gonna need surgery. Can you meet us at the hospital? Of course. We'll be right there.
The Law Brothers were amazing. They were there every step of the way and got us $2.25 million.
We'll be by your side every step of the way.
Call us. We're the Law Brothers.
Call 559-900-0000 or visit lawbrothers.com.
Now your CentralValley.com pros know.
Workspace work from home more convenient and productive. Let's
Brand the road and go the distance with more peace of mind and better fuel economy. Right now, get $750 cash back when you finance with Toyota on the sleek Camry, or lease one for as low as $339 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
You just look at this. The NBA season officially gets underway early next week, and ex-Bulldog Paul George looks healthy and ready. PG-13 only played 18 minutes against the Nuggets in a preseason game Tuesday night, but he made the most of those minutes. A game-high 23 on 9 of 13 shooting. The Clips beat Denver by 13. LA opens the regular season next Wednesday against the Blazers at home. Meantime, as the Fresno State football team kind of settles into their bye week here, the coaching staff has to be excited about what they've been seeing from redshirt sophomore receiver Josiah Freeman. Because last Friday against Utah State, stepping up in the absence of senior starter Mac Delana, who was forced out of that Aggie game early on after taking a hit to the head, Josiah finished with 4 catches for 75 yards, including a critical 29-yarder right here on the Bulldogs' go-ahead touchdown drive late in the 4th quarter. This kind of performance, not a surprise to quarterback Logan Fife. It's Bulldog Bite, brought to you by Toyota.
I gained a lot of chemistry with all the guys throughout camp and just the offseason in general. Everybody splits reps at practice for the most part. You get a good rotation of guys, so we know what Josiah's capable of. It was a bummer that Mac went down. I've had a good relationship with Mac since even high school. But it was just next man up. We know that as an offense and as a team, and Josiah stepped up, and I knew that I needed to give him more opportunities. I missed him on a couple, and towards the end, I just had the confidence to let him go get a ball, and it's exactly what he did. That's what he's good at.
Out of high school, even played at Hart Junior College Machine. He is reportedly played out of Bulldog Jake Haener after serving a 6-game NFL suspension. To make room for Jake back on the roster, the Saints waived quarterback Jake Luton. It's likely going to be a developmental year for Haener since he's listed as the 4th-string QB on the Saints depth chart. Finally, to that video from Tuesday, a little better than the rest. It's Bemis' best, and to loud and raucous Citizens Bank Park in Philly we go, where the Phillies continued to ride the playoff wave in Game 2 of the NLCS. Trey Turner got the scoring starter with a home run in the first. Alec Boehm providing some stellar defense an inning later, and one inning after that, Kyle Schwarber with the first of 2 homers for him in this one. The Phillies have now hit 15 homers over their last 4 postseason games. That's a new postseason record. They win 10-0 to go up 2-0 in the series and also get a coveted spot in Bemis' best. You know, before Game 2, Turner described the crowd there in Philly as being like a AC/DC concert. And when they're playing like this, it's only going to get louder. You guys know what it's like at an AC/DC concert, right? Pretty darn loud.
All right, thanks, Scott. NASCAR-sanctioned racing is returning to the Valley. We'll tell you about the upcoming action at the Madera Speedway straight ahead.
I mean, Harry Styles, that was loud.
We're not just rattling off headlines. We are telling the story of people's lives. We are all connected in our community. So for me, fun is being able to deliver those stories in a way that's warm and friendly.
Just ask what is on the hearts and the minds of everyday Americans. And you find that when you do that, you have the most honest, raw, fun conversations.
You do not have to vilify the person who's on the other side of the screen. Have a conversation.
Morning in America. Weekday mornings at 6/5 Central on News Nation.
KFC's popular 10-piece bucket is back in just $15.99. Speaking of popular, when you pick up 10 KFC drumsticks and thighs, you might have a lot more friends. Or should we call them taste buds? The 10-piece bucket, just $15.99, only at KFC.
Home is many things. Home is a place to play. A place to raise a family. A place to relax.
If you can't afford to buy it, Sun Solar can help. We install solar system, no cost out of your pocket. Even if your credit isn't great, we can still help. Cut your power bill 30 to 50% and save thousands of dollars. Stop handing your hard-earned cash over to the utility company. Call SunSource Solar now and start saving money.
Coming up tomorrow, why you might see more of your packages being delivered by drones.
And weather-wise, we're watching those temperatures return to the 90s. Join us in the morning.
And coming up on The Late Show is Stephen Colbert.
Tonight's guests are Senator John Fetterman and Melissa Villaseñor.
All right, for the first time since 2009, the NASCAR-sanctioned Automobile Racing Club of America Menard Series West will compete right here in the Valley at the Madera Speedway. Kenny Shepard is a track promoter.
50% of the drivers in this NASCAR ARCA series that's coming to Madera this Saturday night, 50% of the drivers come from our junior late model program at the Madera Speedway. So there's a lot of pride in, that's why it's nicknamed the 5150 Junior Late Model Homecoming or Junior Homecoming. It's the stars coming back home. And these are kids that are on a trajectory or they're already racing at Daytona, Talladega.
And Kenny was with us live at 4 o'clock today. I tell you, this is really going to be a fun event happening this Saturday. First race is at 4:35 at the Madera Speedway. For more information, click on yourcentralvalley.com. All right, one last look at the forecast here before we go.
All right, we are talking about a big warm-up tomorrow, close to 90. By Thursday, we're in the 90s. In fact, our forecast high of 93 is about the current record of 92. Friday, 92. we will be within a few degrees of the record high of 94. Saturday, big changes on the way. We're going to drop all the way back to 80 with a few more clouds. We keep cooling down. Sunday, back to 76 with a breeze. That's actually going to be our seasonable day. After that, we drop again down to 72 degrees on Monday, and that's where we will stay on Tuesday. In the Sierra, we have 70s on the way through Friday. Saturday, we drop back to 65, and then we'll spend Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday falling through the 50s, so huge changes on the way.
All right, Jen, do you have fun hanging out with us today?
I had so much fun.
All right, we had fun too. Our fun is sadly over. That will do it for this 11 o'clock newscast.
Have a good night.
When you're hurt in a car wreck, you'll have questions, you'll have health issues, and you'll have bills.
And when you call 800-LAW-3080, you'll have answers.
We're the Curtis Legal Group.
Call 1-800-LAW-3080.
Grab the keys to a stylish and fuel-efficient new Toyota. Let's go! Choose from the most reliable brand on the road and go the distance with more peace of mind and better fuel economy. Right now, get $750 cash back when you finance with Toyota on the sleek Camry, or lease one for as low as $339 a month.
Grab the keys, let's go.
Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome to LVL Barbershop, a simple yet bold barbershop that provides great haircuts at the convenience of their customers. Picture this, getting your cut while sipping a complimentary beverage and watching LVL's 155-inch projector TV. Picture this, you getting the cut and style you want, the way you want, when you want it, with convenient online booking links and walk-ins welcome. Your style, your way, at your convenience. LVL Barbershop, just east of Freeway 41 at the Bullard exit.
When you're hurt in a car wreck, you'll have questions, you'll have health issues, and you'll have bills.
And when you call 800-LAW-3080, you'll have answers.
We're the Curtis Legal Group.
Call 1-800-LAW-3080.
I'm Catherine Herr. You're watching CBS 47.
There is still more drama on Capitol Hill as House Republicans emerge from their afternoon meeting with a secret ballot nomination for Steve Scalise as Speaker, but not one with enough guaranteed votes to actually get him the gavel.
You're seeing a number of members come out and say, hey, we back Jim Jordan. We still want Jim Jordan. We're still going to vote for Jim Jordan.
Perhaps you're a betting man or woman. So then at that point, you say, what is the market telling you about? Who's going to get the gavel?
Another Speaker of the House race is kicking off, and the best place to get in on the action is at Draft Candidates. You can bet on Jim, don't mention Ohio State Jordan, or Steve, who's this guy again, Scalise. At Draft Candidates, everyone wins, except Kevin McCarthy. He always loses. You can also bet on Matt Gaetz. Does his head weigh less than 60 pounds?
I wouldn't bet on it.
But you can on Draft Candidates, where the House never wins.
It's the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Tonight, House of the Rising Duns. Plus, Stephen welcomes Senator John Fetterman and Melissa Villaseñor. Featuring Louis Cato and the Late Show Band. And now, live on tape from the Ed Sullivan Theater in New York City, it's Stephen Colbert.
Welcome one and all to the Late Show. It's electric. Amazing. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Ladies and gentlemen, there is dramatic news out of Washington. The rudderless Republicans in Congress have moved tantalizingly close to doing the bare minimum because today, this afternoon, in a narrow vote, they finally chose someone to be the nominee to possibly then be Speaker of the House. That nominee is, drumroll please, Louisiana Congressman and gumball choking on a gumball, Steve Scalise. Congratulations. Thank you, Louis. Congratulations, Steve. You're one step closer to having the worst job in the world. Just one rung below emptying the porta potties at a chili cook-off. In a surprising development, Scalise has already got the support of his chief rival, Ohio Representative and dog in a man suit, Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan. Scalise prevailed in his race despite Jordan being endorsed by Trump. When he heard the news, Trump immediately endorsed a new candidate for Speaker.
Hannibal Lecter.